Hello everyone, this is Sean Buckley here, and in today's video we'll be doing part 2 of our episode 9 guide for Disgaea 4 Complete Plus. So let's go ahead and get started.
There it is! Another suspicious device! That was pretty easy. It's all thanks to my dream, I guess. This must be the result of all of my daily good deeds.
Say what you will, thief angel.
Well, finding this might not really be a good thing. It could be the retribution for our evil doings.
Don't try to scare us. We don't have much choice anyway. Let's just get rid of this thing.
Look at him talk. And to think he used to be a wimpy rascal.
There they are! The demon group with a warrant out for their arrest. Resistance is futile. If you surrender now, we will spare your life.
Why would we believe you when you're trying to kill all life on a planet? The word life has no meaning coming from your mouth. You'll never understand that there are some things which are more important in life, even if I took the time to explain it. This world, which you're trampling all over with your filthy ego, is precisely one of those things to me!
Okay, so stage 3 is pretty much going to be similar to stage 2. You're just going to have to destroy a machine in order to complete the level. There are going to be, I guess, some more powerful enemies on the map though. I can't recall if I think I might actually just destroy all the enemies on the map rather than just destroy the machine. It's up to you what you do. Basically, what you're going to see is you're going to have the 3 androids. Then there's going to be 2 upgraded versions of the androids, and I believe they're going to magic change with the watchers or the messengers. I don't know what's what. And then you'll see there's basically there's monsters at the back, the left, the right, and there's 2 of each. I believe they're all going to fuse together to make one giant ass monster. So, yeah, we pretty much got our work cut out for us. The best thing to do, I guess, I mean, the big enemies shouldn't be too big of a problem. I mean, they all have their weaknesses which you can exploit. I'm kind of just guessing here, but I think all those characters might be weak to wind. I know in the past they have been weak to wind, but at the same time, even though they're the same characters, they can still have different weaknesses. So I don't want you, I guess, to take the weaknesses as a confirmed thing, 'cause I don't really know for sure that it's wind. I'm just kind of guessing. So obviously your first step is going to be to take out the 3 androids at the front. If you could do that all in the first turn, that would be probably ideal. That way you can focus on some of the other monsters on the next turn. Unfortunately, I don't believe I succeed in that. As we watch, I'll see if I can try to confirm what the weaknesses are. So, actually, one of the things is if you do manage to take out all the androids in the first turn, if you can get everybody to the machine at the second turn and attack it, it's possible you might be able to just complete the level on that second level without having to fight the monsters. Of course, that's gonna really depend on how close you can get to the machine and whether or not everybody can hit it. As you can see, my mages are kind of far back, so I don't. Measle I could probably get near enough the machine to attack with. Fenric, Desco, Velvetores probably shouldn't have any problems. The characters I worry about would be the Red Skull. I guess Fuka should be able to make it too. So I mean, depending on how much health that machine has, you could probably take it out without having to fight all the monsters. Unfortunately, obviously, I struggle with the androids here, so I end up spending 2 turns on them, and then by the time I'm done with these guys and move up, the other monsters are moving in. So you're gonna see I don't even make an attempt for the machine, I kind of just sit there and defend. Now of all the monsters, if you have to fight them, I would kind of prioritize death. Just because death can take away those precious SP points. And you really kind of need your skills to do significant damage here. I mean, those first 2 dragons are probably going to be the toughest ones to kill. I mean, not kill, but like the most important ones to kill. They're actually pretty easy considering they have a 75% weakness to wind. One thing you can do in regards to the big monsters is if you want to try to, I guess, put some damage, significant damage onto the Death Dragon, what you can do is you can attack with some of your other characters' death, and then if you're able to take them out with those characters and you don't need to use Measle to finish them off, you can go ahead and use Measle for the Death Dragon. With some upgraded spells, you should be able to take them out pretty easily. Of course, I don't have them. The other thing that you can do is Fenric, I believe his, I want to say dual canines has a wind element. One of his skills has a wind element, so you could utilize that to do some additional damage. And then after they're taken care of, it'll just be those 2 other androids and the regular dragon. In which case, you'll want to prioritize the dragon over the androids probably, or you can just destroy the machine at that point. I mean, whatever you think's faster. And that's pretty much all there is to this stage. So there's actually one correction I want to make that I did say earlier. I believe earlier I said I complete the level by killing all the enemies. That's not actually true. You can actually complete the level without destroying the machine. So if you kill all the enemies, you'll still be left to destroy the machine. So that's definitely a prerequisite to move on. So I will leave you with the rest of the video, and I'll see you at the next one.
second one as well.
This is the crossroad of our lives.
If a black hole is created,
Then that's that. We'll just destroy the black hole.
A black hole will not be created. Disco believes this.
yeah, so many things happened, but there won't be anything short of a happy ending to my dream. The humans will live!
Lady Archangel, please give us your blessings.
Looks like it stopped.
Yes, it's a success.
No black hole. Phew, nothing happened.
I'm so glad. Our prayers have reached the heavens.
It wasn't your prayer. It was all our Lord's power.
It wasn't mine. It was all of ours.
Either way, I'm happy for you, Fen Fen. Your precious moon has been saved at last. By the way, you said something about the moon being the symbol of your loyalty. What was that all about?
Did you think I'd tell you the story if you asked me in the midst of our excitement?
Ugh, you're so stubborn. Fine, I'll just go ask Falsey.
Hey, you damn lass, stop that!
Hey, Falsey!
About the moon and Fenric? Oh, you want to know the story about when the two of us met? Fenric had been struck with a critical injury for werewolves.
Oh, uh-huh. Sounds interesting.
My lord, this story involves revealing the werewolf's weakness. That's not something you should share with angels.
Okay, so it's fine if demons know it?
The final boss wants to know too. Please?
No way!
What? Oh, what's going on?
It's an earthquake. Wait, what? An earthquake on the moon? Does that make it a moonquake?
This be the effect of the ignition device?
Yep, you are correct. The reactor core is now going out of control because the devices are all gone.
So then there is gonna be a black hole?
Probably. If things continue to go well, then a black hole should definitely be created.
Go well? This sucks!
Really? It's a good thing for me. I guess we see things from different perspectives, huh? So what you gonna do, Valvatores? You can't save Earth now. Didn't you make a promise? Or what did you call it? A manifesto? You might want to take it back before it's too late.
I have no intention of taking my words back. I will always keep the promises I make.
Ooh, you're so cool. But how are you gonna do that? The reactor core's gone kaput, you know?
Then I'll just destroy the reactor core.
So simple, yet so brave. You might actually be able to, Tyrant Valvatores.
This guy is very annoying.
So dead. Following through with my campaign promises is my motto. I will stop the reactor core. Also, let me take this opportunity to declare one more thing. Judge Nemo, I will take you to Hades with my own hands. I will re-educate you. Put some sense into that twisted mind of yours.
I'll keep that in mind.
My lord, that attitude of his. He must be hiding something.
I don't have the time to worry about every single scheme he comes up with. We'll just have to crush them as they come. Don't worry, Fenric. Your master will definitely keep his promise to save the moon.
Yes, I always have faith in my master, Lord Valvatores.
Okay, stage 4 is concrete knowledge. This is actually a pretty simple one. It does seem like it's going to be a tough one given the panels there. you should be familiar with those from episode 6. So the base panels will continuously spawn enemies in after every turn. For this one, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm confident that it's not infinite, much like episode 6. So, in theory, you should be able to... I mean, I've completed this level and gone back to it because this is actually one of the best levels to use for leveling up outside of Mount Ordeal. So first, eventually those panels should deplete. That's actually the route I go for before I kind of give up. I actually get a really good opportunity to end things, so I go ahead and do that. So the strategy for this one is going to be hang out by the base. So what you're going to notice is there's going to be a 50% experience boost on that panel, so you can move up if you want. Though I don't recommend it for at least your first playthrough. If you want to go back and replay this level, then you can go ahead and do that. It's actually going to be a little bit more difficult that time, but you'll have a much bigger experience gain. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to get rid of the geo blocks there. A lot of the... I don't know all of them. I'm pretty sure one of them probably is the experience one, so yeah, it's not a... If you want the experience, you probably want to avoid destroying them all, but I mean, a lot of them are kind of make things harder on you, like silence. Even though for the most part we're not gonna stay there. So what I like to do is I like to put a couple characters on each ledge, to the left, to the right, and then keep a couple characters in the middle. So that way what happens is when those characters come out of the panels, it's not, unlike episode 6, I don't think one character comes out of all 3 panels after the turn. I think it just picks one, and then on the next turn it's the next one, on the next turn it's the third one, and then it recycles. So what you're going to want to do is, like what I said before, put some... I usually put like a close range character up against the pillar, and then on one side I put one of my spear wielders. On the other side I just kept I think I just went with the one character and a mage. I also put one of the other I put a Measle on the right side as well. So what's going to happen is when they come out of the panel on the left or the right, they're actually going to go straight to that pillar, and then you'll just be able to obliterate them there. Put one of your healers on each side just in case you need to heal some guys up. And then, of course, you'll have, when they come through that middle, they'll head straight towards your group that's in the middle. I mean, pretty self-explanatory there. So what you're going to see here is I'm just going to kind of sit back and let everything come to me. Eventually I'm going to get kind of tired and bored, and then I'll start moving up. You just want to kind of pick your spots. And what I mean by that is you're going to come to some instances where a lot of those enemies that are on the field get killed, so you're left with maybe a couple before another one spawns in. So at that point you can actually start moving up, and you can kind of start control I guess doing some population control kind of thing. Like in terms of just waiting it out and just killing them all, I think that could be an effective strategy if you're not that confident. However, it's probably going to take a long time. With episode 6, it didn't really take too long for it to, I guess, to weather all the axles, because we basically had enemies coming out of all of the panels at once, whereas on this one we only have one at a time. So that could cause quite a, I guess, quite an issue. The other thing you're going to notice is, as I guess I'm fighting, since I'm not moving up, some of the other characters are kind of just sitting back. So you'll want to send maybe somebody up to kind of lure them in, because actually once you get rid of those guys, it actually gets a lot easier to control the population of androids. The easiest way to do the ones in the far corners, just grab your character that's sitting there against the pillar and just put them on the pillar. That should be enough to get those guys to come up. In terms of the two hanging out at the back, you'll have to move in a little bit further. Obviously, it's going to be recommended that you deal with the guys in the corners on the sides first. Once they're done, then you can start moving up and have them come towards you. And then once that's all done, then you're pretty much just dealing with everybody who's coming out of the panels, in which case it'll be a lot easier to deal with. Just because usually you're able to take out, I think, one of the androids with just maybe 2 or 3 characters. So you can usually take the 2 that come out of the pillar pretty quickly. And then there's the one in the middle, so you can usually take out 3 in a turn. That's pretty much all there is to it. One of the big differences, though, with this map, when you come back to it for, I guess, power leveling, you'll probably want to wait until, I want to say, maybe the high 60s, maybe early 70s before moving into this one. So how it works is there's going to be 2 geoblocks, and they're going to be where my healers are stationed. And you'll have, right off the start, one will be for 50% mana, I think the other one's for 50% experience. You'll just pick them up, throw them onto the pillar. You'll obviously need somebody with 5, the range of 5 panels to throw. So like a Fuka or Fenric, maybe a Velvetores. I tend to keep Velvetores on the ground, just because he has that skill that you can attack multiple enemies at once with. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's the one that's after Bloody Hole. So anyways, when the map starts and loads, it's going to have 5 of those mushroom characters in a row, then a line of blank tiles, and then after that there'll be another row of 5 mushrooms on the geopanels. And then there'll be, I think, just 2 androids maybe to start. I could be wrong on that one, there might be more. So then you basically just you kind of have to reduce the number of mushrooms. They can do quite a bit of damage. They have some pretty good skills. And then once you're able to move up, then you could kind of just sit in the geo panels, kill as many androids as you can, try to leave one alive, and then basically what you could do is you could just sit there. Uh, so you'll leave one android alive, the turn will end, another one will spawn, and then on the next turn you could kill one of them and then end the turn, and then it'll keep spawning in androids until you've killed all the enemy, or until there's no more reinforcements, I guess, in the panels. Sometimes that can get screwed up because they will obviously attack you and you'll counter. Sometimes you'll kill them when you counter, and you can end the game there. But that's a very good level for leveling up. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say on this, I guess, level. So I'll just leave you with the rest of the video. You can just watch how, I mean, I pretty much told you what I'm going to do, so you'll just kind of see it in action. And then we'll connect back for what I suspect might be goodbyes. Maybe I might be able to fit in another level. We'll see. And that will do it for the end of this video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you do like the content and would like to see more kind of stuff like this, go ahead and like or subscribe. This is Sean Broccoli. I'll see you guys next time.